We're talking with teenage girls about boyfriends who become controlling or abusive. Experts estimate that 1 out of every 4 girls will become a victim of dating abuse. So we are trying to bring some awareness to help teenagers and their parents begin to see the warning signs that could lead to abusive relationships. Dr. Murray talked with Christy for several hours to help her understand what is really going on in her relationship. She wrote, "But I love him," because that's what all the girls say. But I love him. Take a look.
The past 2 years that I've been dating, I've found myself being pulled away from my spiritual beliefs and my morals.
What I see in front of me is somebody who's very, very smart. Somebody who's given up a lot of who she is. The other thing that I'm seeing is a guy who has qualities of an abusive person. He's very jealous, and jealousy really isn't love. That protectiveness, though, is really controlling. He's trying to isolate you from your friends, so all you've really got is him. And I have to tell you, I can absolutely guarantee you that one day he's going to get very, very angry at you, and he won't be able to control himself either. I absolutely promise you that this will happen. I think you have a tremendous amount of power. I think you've just given it up to him.
I know you're right about everything.
Is there a but coming?
But the good in him really does outweigh the bad.
But is really an eraser word. It erases everything that you said before the but. For every single time he's taken you to the movie, and every single time he's said sweet things to you, and every single time you've had a fun time together, does that outweigh him saying, you know, shut up. Your opinions don't matter to me. Can a movie outweigh that in your soul?
Dr. Murray, it looks like Christy's in deep denial.
Yeah, she really is.
Yeah.
You know, people are in denial as a great coping mechanism until they want to see the truth in front of them.
To be able to see it. It's interesting because as I was watching her speak to you on the tape, I'm thinking that you're thinking, but you don't know the time he was so nice to me. You don't know the time. Is that what you're thinking?
No.
No? What were you thinking?
I didn't know what to think. I was in shock because she knew a lot of the things that most people don't know. And she doesn't even know him.
Right. Like what?
That she was telling me that he loses his temper, and she was bringing up all kinds of things like, well, does he lose his temper when you do this, you know, and when you do that? I was like, wow, you know, how do you know all this stuff?
She's from the psychic network.
You know, the truth is, Oprah, the reason why I knew it is because all abusive boyfriends are basically the same. I didn't need to know her boyfriend specifically. Christy thinks her...
So tell us those things that she's talking about.
You know, an angry guy, somebody who is angrier than most at little things, somebody who's jealous, somebody who's possessive, somebody who's controlling, somebody who blames their girlfriend for everything, somebody who doesn't take responsibility for their behavior. These are all signs.
You know, I've done shows with young girls, very much like Christy, who even once they're hit, they can then justify being hit because they can tell themselves that whatever they did, it's no different than older women who are... I deserved it.
Right, I did something wrong. I set him off. I should have known not to push his button.
Or he becomes immediately apologetic and I'll never do it again and brings you flowers and that's it.
Well, that's it. See, that's exactly it, Oprah, because that's that honeymoon phase. And that's what keeps girls and women in these relationships. I love you. You know I love you. That's why we need to know that love is a behavior, because, you know, smacking somebody or calling them names is not loving behavior.
And I'll never do it again. It's how you treat me every day.
Absolutely.
Not just some of the time.
Absolutely.